Open your ears now, hear the rhythm groove. Paul Baraka's here, feel the music move.
Some people are just hardwired to overcome any obstacle, like they could trip over a hurdle and still somehow win the race. Well, today we are diving into the life of a man who embodies that spirit, Paul Baraka.
What fascinates me about Paul's story is, it's not just about bouncing back. It's about using those challenges to actually propel his creativity forward in these totally unexpected ways.
And he really does. I mean, we are talking about a career that's taken him from composing for TV and film to, get this, even the elevator music in the Burj Khalifa.
Oh, wow. Did not know that.
Yeah. But it all started with a major turning point. He was on this tech track studying computer science, and then boom, this health scare hits that just totally reshapes his entire perspective.
Like a wake-up call. You see this in his story a lot. He has these moments that could derail anyone, but he uses them to tap into something deeper. In this case, it's music. It goes from a passing interest to this all-consuming passion.
And he was not messing around. He decides, that's it, I'm going to music school. But not just any program, he sets his sights on College Saint-Croix, which, if you don't know, is the real deal.
Oh, incredibly prestigious. And the director, Jean-Marc Cret, was known for being incredibly selective.
Exactly. But Paul, he goes for it. He convinces Cret to give him a shot, even though at this point he doesn't have the typical formal musical background. Talk about determination.
It's inspiring, really. And as if that wasn't enough, he's also battling dyslexia throughout this whole period, not just coping with it, but excelling.
Which, that's another layer to his resilience that we see right from the start. He's not just overcoming challenges, he's using them to fuel his ambition. And it pays off. I mean, the guy wins a piano competition representing the college.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Talk about a confidence boost, a validation of all that hard work.
Right. But as we'll see, Paul's journey isn't all upward trajectory. He hits some major roadblocks, too.
Yeah, like the whole situation with studying in Paris. This is a time when he's already gaining recognition, and he gets this amazing opportunity to study with Louis Haig.
Huge name in the music world.
Exactly. But then external factors come into play, and the opportunity falls apart.
It's a good reminder that even when you're killing it, life can throw you curveballs. And for Paul, this disappointment actually contributes to his first real experience with depression.
Which, honestly, is so relatable. It really humanizes him. Shows that even someone as driven as Paul is still vulnerable to those lows.
Absolutely. And then things get even tougher. He faces this life-threatening illness, and it's scary. We're talking losing the ability to swallow, to speak.
Oh gosh, as a musician, that's almost unfathomable to lose those core abilities.
Right. But somehow he pulls through, just incredible willpower. And he also credits a lot of his recovery to meditation, to finding that inner peace and strength.
Which again speaks to his ability to tap into these deeper resources within himself. It's not just luck. It's this active choice to keep fighting, to keep seeking those paths to healing.
And you see that again and again throughout his career, this theme of renewal, of finding a way forward even when it seems impossible. It's like he takes those dark moments and transforms them into fuel for his creativity.
And nowhere is that more evident than in the sheer breadth of work he goes on to produce.
Over 300 episodes of television, composing for everything from cartoons to, like we said, elevator music in one of the tallest buildings in the world.
And let's not forget the Dreamcatchers.
Oh, yeah. That animated series focused on Indigenous Canadian kids. He was so much more than just the composer on that. He made sure they had versions in different native languages.
That's amazing. It really shows his commitment to representation, to using his platform to amplify diverse voices.
Totally. But even with all this success, even with that relentless drive, there's a point where even Paul hits a wall. And that's what happens with Sedna.
5 years. He poured 5 years of his life into that musical project.
And it's not like it was a flop either. Sedna wins over 15 awards. But the toll it took on him, the sheer exhaustion, it was a wake-up call of a different kind.
Right. A reminder that even with passion and resilience, you have to set boundaries. Take care of yourself.
Absolutely. So you've got this guy, right, who's achieved incredible success, hundreds of TV episodes, awards, you name it. And after pouring his heart and soul into Sedna, you'd think maybe he'd take a break, kick back, relax a little.
Well, that's not really Paul's style, is it? He seems to thrive on constantly pushing himself into these new creative territories.
And that's exactly what he does. Instead of slowing down, he dives headfirst into this whole world of AI. It's actually kind of amazing when you think about it.
It is. I mean, you might expect someone with his background, so rooted in traditional music and storytelling, to be a bit hesitant about AI.
Right. But not Paul.
Not at all. He embraces it, dives right in, eager to learn everything he can about this new technology. And what's really fascinating is that he doesn't just use AI to, replicate what he's already done.
No, he takes it somewhere completely different.
He uses it to explore these huge existential themes. Existence, spirituality, even the afterlife.
Yeah, these big questions that have captivated philosophers and artists for centuries.
Exactly. It's like he's using AI to create these thought-provoking, almost philosophical experiences.
And his first big AI project, Lost Civilization, it really takes off. Over 500,000 views on YouTube in just a few months.
Wow. That's incredible. It shows he's really tapped into something, even in this new digital landscape.
It makes you wonder, though, what is it about his AI work that resonates so strongly with people?
I think it's the way he combines his personal touch, his own experiences and reflections, with those big universal questions. He's not afraid to be vulnerable, to let people see him grappling with those ideas.
Right. And you can't discount his background in sound design either.
Oh, absolutely. That definitely plays a huge role in making his AI work so immersive and emotionally powerful.
It's like all these different threads of his career, the musicality, the storytelling, the technical skills, they all come together in these AI projects to create something truly unique and captivating.
Exactly. And the thing is, it feels like he's just scratching the surface.
Oh, totally. He's got this incredibly ambitious goal to create a new AI-powered show every single month.
Every month, wow.
Just imagine the creative output, the sheer volume of stories he's eager to share.
Exciting to think about.
You know, it's one thing to talk about resilience as a concept, but Paul Baraka actually embodies it.
He really does. It's not just words with him, it's action.
He's faced some serious challenges, things that could have really derailed someone else's life and career. But every time, he seems to find this inner strength to not just bounce back, but to actually grow from those experiences.
And turn them into something positive.
Yeah.
It's like those setbacks become fuel for his creativity.
Exactly. But, you know, I'm also struck by something you mentioned earlier about Paul finding this sense of peace and renewal in Cambodia.
Oh, absolutely. He talks about how dividing his time between Canada and Cambodia allows him to tap into different energies.
That makes sense.
Cambodia, for him, represents a place of healing, a place to reconnect with himself and find inspiration.
Which I think that's such a crucial piece of the puzzle, isn't it? It's not just about pushing through challenges 24/7. It's about finding that balance, that ability to recharge and replenish your creative well, so to speak.
Exactly. And it makes me think about those times when, maybe we hit a wall or we feel stuck creatively. Maybe it's a sign that we need to look for our own Cambodia, find those sources of renewal that work for us.
Whether it's a physical place, a practice, a change of perspective.
Exactly. Something that allows us to tap into that same resilience and resourcefulness that Paul demonstrates so powerfully.
And when you look back at his whole journey, the early challenges, the triumphs, the setbacks, the constant reinvention, it really drives home this point. Our potential is far greater than we often realize.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
And it's never too late to tap into it.
Never too late to learn a new skill, embrace a new passion, take a leap of faith.
Paul Baraka is living proof of that. And I think that's an incredibly inspiring message for all of us, no matter where we are in our own journeys.
Absolutely. So the next time you find yourself facing a challenge, remember Paul. Remember the power of resilience, the importance of seeking renewal, and never underestimate the limitless potential that exists within you.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep creating, and we'll be back soon with another deep dive.
Baraka!